Hello. Hello again. This time I have my headphones, and they're supposed to be connected, so hopefully that gives me a better mic. Hopefully. Still back in the workroom, and I'm probably not going to be doing like a daily update thing for the Artist Way, vlogging my journey, because hopefully there will not have to be a daily update. Hopefully not too much happens in between them. However, when I filmed that update of like just saying I'm going to start it and what I was going through then, it was also a very eventful day because it was the first day back in a while that I went to my poetry reading, and it still is the full moon. The Lunar New Year was yesterday, but it's still the full moon, the wolf moon. So that's what the poetry club was about like the Lunar New Year, the New Year in general, because we hadn't seen each other since then, and the wolf moon, and the moon in general. So it was a very good experience because I've been going through a lot internally about like my inner child. Like this year, it felt fully like the year of the inner child. Like I went into this year watching Camp Rock, which is my favorite childhood movie, which is my favorite movie, on that front at least. So I've kind of been carrying this with me of like, it feels like really heavy, and I'm not sure like what to say or what to talk about it, and I haven't really had anybody who related to me on that front of like, what did you bury, and like burying your past self and having to like find her because you had to abandon your inner child, but now she's coming back. And like even rereading The Artist Way, I'm picking up so much heavier on that, like finding your inner child, your inner artist is your inner child and your inner creator, and like getting back in touch with that creativity and that like mischief and that fun. So like that feels like a big central theme. And it was very nice going to the poetry meeting because other people were talking about that being like a central theme, and the inner child was mentioned in the poems, in the reflections, and I was like, oh my god, like people can relate. I love this. And it did help me. It made me feel not so alone. Like it did give me a sense of community, and that's great. So then I came home and I journaled. Oh, also at the poetry meeting, I used to write like a lot of really sad, bogged down, what I wanted to call like intellectual poems, because there was a stupid motherfucker, just kidding, but like there was a stupid motherfucker who was like, yeah, I like your poetry, but like you just use so many cliches. And it's like, oh, you use cliches so that you don't actually have to like work for the power, or like whatever the fuck he was getting on to, being some fucking smartass, with a superiority complex. And I'm like, first of all, I did not ask for criticism. This isn't me not being able to take criticism. I did not ask for criticism. I just wanted to share, and that's what I got back. Anyway, so then I started to write like really dark, sad stuff, and try to like make it the best as possible with like grimmer and messing with the form and whatever. And then I realized like I'm not having fun with that anymore. Like why would I do that just because other people said they would like that better? Why the fuck would I do that? So then I made a goal for myself, and I had never written happy poetry like to begin with. So I made a goal for myself to write happy poetry. And I've been like slowly getting there. Nothing's like outwardly happy or like optimistic. No. Things are optimistic. But nothing was like outwardly happy. And I think yesterday I wrote my first outwardly like happy and defiant poem, which is fun. I may share them. Potentially. But it was because, and only because, I wrote something that made me like genuinely like upset. Like I had to take a breather. I had to go take a walk. I had to come back and then write a happy poem because like the first thing that I wrote was so heavy to me. It was a lot emotionally, which is weird because like even rereading it back, like it doesn't feel that bad. But I guess it just let me process a lot of things that I was not processing for a while. This might cut out, so I might have to like splice 2 videos together if I can even do that. But yeah. So there was like 2 big milestones there as well. And one of them was called Moon Mother, Moon Daughter, Moon Friend. And then the happy one was Go Unicorn Go. And it had emojis in it. Yeah. Emojis and poetry? That's not art. I was being silly. Art can be silly. I can be silly. Allow me to be silly. And then coming back from it, I was on such like a high from that day. I was like, oh, let's do tarot readings, me and my friends. My friend being my roommate. And we did. And my tarot reading was like dreams, heavy on dreams and creativity. It was all over the place because I asked it to be. I was like, give me everything. And so I did. And it was like, write down your dreams. And so I did that. I was like, you know what? My dream is going to be like heavy important. And I will wake up and as my morning pages for the Artist's Way tomorrow, which is today now, I'll write down my dreams. My dream was a nightmare. I woke up in the middle of the night. And I don't know how much I can even get into the dream. But let's just say, there was stabbing. There was me being chased down for murder by my roommate, who I think in the dream represented like an extreme part of myself as like a front man and symbolism for like heavy on goals and material wealth and material gain and like doing that as fast as possible. And my perfectionism, that's really funny to mess up perfectionism. Anyway, but like my perfectionism, because I'm dealing with a lot of stress at work, like a lot, and a lot of it is stressful, like period. But the majority of the stress that I'm dealing with at work is the stress that I put on myself for no reason. That's what's really getting to me. And I know that like if I just like meditated, honestly, if I just like meditated and worked on my patience, that's also a big thing. Words for this year. Patience, play, and everything. Look, everything for a word as in like, I am everything. I should allow myself to be everything, not everything as a cop-out. Okay? I just stabbed myself. Anyway, but if I were just patient, but I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out because it's a lot. This is my first time having like a full-time job. And I'm not living in my parents' house anymore, and I want an apartment, but the things that I'm looking at, the things that I want, are not within my price range. And I don't have anyone to move an apartment with. Potentially. That would, like, make sense, you know? For my location and for my job and for my time and all of that. And it's a lot of the unknown, which is good. The unknown is growth. The unknown is uncomfortable. The unknown is, like, me becoming a better version of myself. But I think at this point, I'm just, like, really tired of doing that. Honestly. I think I'm really tired of becoming the better version of myself constantly. And, that's why, like, this year, I want to be myself. I want to be everything. I don't want to have to be, like, the correct course of action, the best thing. But also, I kind of do. Like, of course I want to be the best version of myself because I want what's best for me, period. And then, yeah, I think that's what my dream was, really me, like, fighting. Literally, me versus me. Spy versus spy. Like, who will win? And I murdered part of myself. Sorry. Am I allowed to say that? Isn't there weird censorship stuff? I don't think that'd get to me. Would it get to me? Anyway, I pew-pewed part of myself. I don't fucking know. And it came back anyway. So, like, what was the point? But yeah, this is just a giant ass rant session. And I kind of, like, I brought my reading out, which was the aftermath of, like, I understand my dream now, so, like, what's some positive ways I can deal with it? And I literally got the Modest Fortitude and Leadership card that came out for my work reading, which is heavy on what the fucking stress nightmare was about anyway. But then I also got Intelligence, Patience, and Devotion. Heavy on the patience. Heavy on the patience. By the way, these cards are absolutely beautiful. This is the Woodland Wardens by Jessica Rue. I'll just give you a little preview so that you can be like, oh my god, you're so right. Those are the most gorgeous quads. The most gorgeous quads I've ever seen. And then you'll go buy it and support her. And the art. Is the art also by her? Does she do everything? Kind of girl boss. Not kind of girl boss. Definitely girl boss. I love this card. Very big no horses right now. Of course. Go unicorn, go. Alright, maybe I'll... No, fuck it. What if I do the poetry reading now? Oh, I can't because they're on my phone anyway. Alright, fine. I will upload this rant session because, hey, I upload videos now. What are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it? I'll upload this video and then I'll write down my little poems and I will upload them individually or together. I'm unsure. Oh, do you like this time I did it this way and not the other way? I'm not gonna do that, but it's actually this way. Okay. Bye.